Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to International Islamic University Islamabad School's Sahiwal campus online lectures. This is the second lecture of grade 6 English from unit number 1 Traditional Tale, and the subtitle is The Shield of Kindness. Dear students, we already have done reading and understanding of the content of this lesson in our previous lecture. You people have written the meanings of difficult words in your notebooks, and I hope you all have learned them also. In today's lesson, we will cover the exercise of questions given on page number 9 on your student's book. These questions are extracted from the story The Shield of Kindness. As you all have learned and understood the content of that story, so I hope it would not be difficult for you to answer these questions. Dear students, before we begin, make sure you have English student's book, classwork notebook and your stationery with you. Listen to the teacher attentively and write down the stuff asked by teacher in your notebook. Note down the points you don't understand and wait for the discussion session. Dear students, please open your student's book, page number 9. Mention date and day on the top of the page. Open your English classwork notebook and prepare a classwork page by writing the date and day on the top of its page. The topic is Traditional Tale, The Shield of Kindness, and the subtopic is Questions. Prepare index properly. Let's begin the questions. Dear students, you people have to write the question on your English classwork notebook with blue marker and its answer with blue ink pen. Write down the first question with blue marker in your classwork notebook, and the question is, what had spoiled the family's happiness for many years? For its answer, dear students, just recall the story, The Shield of Kindness. There was something which was being problematic for that family. Something was ruining their peace of mind and their happiness. What was that? Yes, we can find the answer in paragraph 1, that there was a neighbor who stole things from them and threatened their lives. So yes, this is the answer. Write down the answer on your classwork notebook with blue ink pen, and the answer is, they had a neighbor who stole from them and threatened their lives. Come to the question number 2. Write down the question in your classwork notebook, and the question is, which son saved the baby's life? Yes, dear students, the old man sent his 3 sons to perform some good deeds. One of them came back and told a story of saving a baby's life from drowning into the river and from crocodiles. Who was that? Yes, the answer can be found on page number 8, paragraph number 3, where it is described that the oldest one said that he saw a woman wailing because her baby had fallen into the river, and the oldest son jumped into the river and saved the baby's life. So yes, the answer is that the first son saved the baby's life. Write down the answer in your classwork notebook. Come to the question number 3. Write down question in your classwork notebook with blue marker, and the question is, why did the old man set his son a test? Yes, dear students, the good old man sent his 3 sons to perform some good deeds and prove themselves the kindest. Why did he do so? Recall this story, you will find the reason. Yes, he had a shield. He named it the Shield of Kindness. The shield was inherited to him from his forefathers, and now he has to hand over it to the kindest son from his three sons. So that's why he set a test for them, and the answer is he had only one child to inherit to the kindest son. Write down the answer in your classwork notebooks with ink pen. Come to the question number 4. Write down the question in your classwork notebook. And the question is, think of a phrase that means the same as threatened their lives. Okay, dear students, let's understand the question that what is asked here. Phrase means a group of words. A group of words which doesn't give a complete information about anything. And the phrase given here is threatened their lives. What does this mean? This means that their neighbor warned them to kill them. We can think another phrase meaning as same as threatened their lives. I have written for it this phrase scared to kill. You people can use another phrase if you find one. Okay, come to the question number 5. Write down the question in your classwork notebook. And the question is, which word below best describes the oldest son and why? First section of this question asks us to choose one word from given below, and the second section asks us to give the reason why we choose the word. And the given words are foolish, courageous, sympathetic, respectable. Dear students, recall the story. What did the oldest son do? Yes, he saw a woman wailing whose baby was fallen into the river, and it was danger for baby to be drowned in the river or eaten by the crocodiles. So he risked his life and jumped into the river and saved the baby's life. So was he foolish? Was he courageous? Was it sympathetic? Is there anything about respectable? Yes, he proved himself courageous. So the word describes him is the best word is courageous, because he bravely risked his life to save the baby's life. Come to the question number 6. Write down the question in your classwork notebook. And the question is, why do you think this third son did not wake the neighbor? Yes, recall the story, dear students. He saw his wicked neighbor who was sleeping on the edge of an abyss and was in danger of rolling over to his death by falling into the abyss. So why did not the third son awake him? Here 3 options are given. Option A is he did not want the neighbor to be tired next day. Was this the reason? Option B is he did not need the neighbor to know he had saved his life. And the option C is he was scared the neighbor would be violent towards him. Why would the neighbor be violent towards him as he is saving his life? So I think obviously the option B is correct one, that he did not need the neighbor to know he had saved his life. Come to the question number 7. You don't need to write this question on your notebook because you just have to mark the correct option on your book. And the question is, according to the story, true kindness is. Yes, dear students, what is the true kindness according to this story? Saving someone's life? Only someone's life? Okay, what does option B say? helping your neighbor? Is it only about neighbor? Option C is helping your enemy, and option D is helping your friend. Dear students, the story tells us to do kind deeds without expecting the reward. So, the appropriate option is option C, helping your enemy, because we don't expect any reward and any good deed in return. So, option C is the correct one, helping your enemy. Encircle the option C. Okay, dear students, this was the end of today's lesson. I hope you all have understood everything, and if you find anything ambiguous in this whole lesson, just point it out and wait for the discussion session. Now, let's discuss our homework. Dear students, here on page number 9 of your student's book, we have done 7 questions, and question number 8, 9 and 10 are left. These are assigned to you as your homework. You people have to write these questions and their answers of your own on your homework notebook. You will have to prepare homework page by writing date and day on the top of the page and by preparing the index properly. Okay, let's discuss that. What does question number 8 ask? It asks, think of another title for the story. Okay, here the title is given as The Shield of Kindness. Dear students, we can think of another title for the story as you feel the appropriate one. Question number 9 is, has someone been kind to you recently? What have they done? Okay, dear students, you have met so many people in your life, and there must be any kind deed done with you, so you just have to recall that and write as the answer of question number 9. Come to the question number 10, and the question number 10 is, what kind act could you do someone today? Yes, you have met many people since this morning, and there must be too many events and happenings where you could do something for someone. What was it, and where was it, and who was it? Just write this answer of your own in your English homework notebook. Okay, this was the homework part 1. And secondly, dear students, you people have your English workbook with you. Open page number 5 of your English workbook. Here, exercise number 8 is given on page number 5 of your workbook, and the title is Plan a Story which begins, I heard someone crying behind the fence. Make notes using the frame. Okay, dear students, whenever we have to write any story, we plan it, and we plan it in a specific frame. We set the characters and setting. Setting is a place where the story gets happen. The second part is problem. There must be any problem which the characters will find the solution, and in the end will get some result. So there must be a problem in every traditional story. So what is the problem in your story? Write down here. Third part is climax, the most exciting part. It would be the trying towards solution of that problem. This would be the very interesting part of the story. Write down in the third section. Fourth section is resolution. What actual solution was found for the problem in that story would be written in the fourth section. How the problem was sorted out. And in the end, you people have to write the result and the happy ending of that story. You are here bound to end this story happily. Okay, dear students, I hope you all have understood what we have learned in this lesson and what is given to you as a homework. Get your homework done by the next lesson and follow the given instructions properly. Note down the things you find ambiguous and wait for the discussion session. Good luck, dear students. This is the end of lesson. Allah Hafiz.